God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help them. Hello, this is Kenny Underwood coming to you from 1 Minute Sermon. This little video goes out to all my good friends and especially to clergy who have all served so faithfully for so long over the years and endured at sometimes hardship. I thought of you when I read this little story here in a little newspaper in the western part of North Carolina, and it's about a missionary and his wife who were in Africa and had done their time, and they were heading back home and they were broken. Their health was failing, they had no money, their funds had run out, so they were on a ship, and as they were traveling back they realized that President Theodore Roosevelt was also on the same ship, and they started to notice all the fanfare. The people on the ship were so thrilled that the president was on the ship, and they were making all these congratulations to each other, and they were just so excited they couldn't stand it that they were on the same ship as the President of the United States. And the missionary looked at his wife and said, something just doesn't seem right about that. I'm not sure God's treating us right here. He's getting all this fanfare and nobody's even noticing us. And she said, now hush, let that go. So they continued to travel home, and as they reached New York City and they were preparing to leave the ship, there was a band waiting, and Theodore Roosevelt exited to the excitement of all the people and the photographers and the band playing, and the missionary and his wife just sort of slipped off the ship without being noticed. They found a little flat on the east side, and here they were finding themselves broken again. No funds, no pension, no direction, no idea where they were going, and their health was failing. And the missionary looked at his wife and said, something just doesn't seem right here. The president comes home and everybody gets excited and throws this big celebration, and we come home and nobody even notices us. I don't think God is treating us right here. And she said, well, I have a suggestion. Go into a room, close the door, and talk to God about it. And he did. So in the room, he told God, this is just not right. We've done all this service over the years. We've worked so hard, and now we have nothing to show. And the president gets all this excitement when he comes home. So it wasn't long before he left the room and came back, and his wife looked at him, and he had this strange look of peace about him. And he hadn't been in there very long, and she said, what happened? What happened in that room? And he said, well, God answered me. And he said, after I told him my concern, he placed his hand on my shoulder and said, well, you know what? You're not home yet. And that's the truth. You're not home yet. And God has a reward waiting for all of his servants and children. So keep the faith. There's your 1 minute sermon. Check this out.